You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Hi, I'm Stephen, master technician here today at Volkswagen. Service manager sent me over to have a chat with you about a fault that you've got with your vehicle.
Yeah.
So what can you describe the fault to me a little bit?
So when I'm pulling away from roundabouts and at junctions, I'm noticing lack of power.
Okay, so you're getting a bit of a lack of power. Okay, so first things first, I do apologise for the your experience in these faults. I can assure we will get to the bottom of the fault and we will deal with this. First thing I want to do, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Some of the questions may seem a little bit irrelevant to the fault that you're having, but I can assure they will aid me with my diagnosis. So the first thing I want to ask you is, can you please describe the fault to me?
So yeah, like I said, just when I'm at roundabouts trying to pull away,
Yeah.
it's just really slow. And the same we get at junctions. It's just really not a lot of power.
Right. Okay. Secondly, what are the conditions normally like? Weather conditions? Is it normally quite warm, cold?
Normally doesn't really matter. Rain or shine.
Okay, so all weathers essentially. Yeah. Okay. And when did you first notice that the fault was happening?
It's done it since I've had the vehicle, but I normally notice it more after a few days of driving.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. That's good. And also, where does the fault normally occur? Like, at what points does it normally happen?
It's normally if I haven't charged the vehicle in a while.
Okay.
So normally after a few days, I only charge the vehicle every 3 days.
Right. Okay. So normally after a couple of days or 3 days or what? Okay. And are you the only user of the vehicle?
Yeah.
You are. Okay. How long have you owned it?
About 6 months.
Okay, so you've owned the vehicle for 6 months, and has any previous work been done so far?
No, not that
No.
I'm aware of.
Okay. Lastly, is there any faults on the dash or any lights on the dashboard or anything like that?
There's like a yellow light, but I couldn't really describe it to you. But it does ping up sometimes.
So yeah, sometimes you have a light come on the dashboard. Okay, so let me just, I'll quickly go over what we've just spoken about and just clarify what you've said to me. So you've described the fault as a bit of a lack of power when you're pulling away from junctions and at roundabouts and things like that. You've told me it happens in all weather, all conditions. Okay, and it's happened since the start, normally after a couple of days after charging or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're telling me that you're the only user.
Yeah.
And also you do sometimes get a light on the dashboard as well as after it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, well, again, all I can do is apologise for this fault. I understand it can be quite frustrating when you do get issues with your vehicle. If we quickly go into the owner's manual, I'm wondering maybe you could kind of show me the light that you're getting?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let's have a quick look at the owner's manual that we've got. Okay, so we've got these warning indicators here. Is any of those looking any familiar to you, or?
It's that one, the little turtle.
Right, so that's the one you're seeing?
Yeah.
Okay, so that normally means that it's gone into some kind of limp mode. Normally not a limp mode, but like it almost cuts the power down to preserve the battery, obviously, because you're at a lower voltage in the battery or a lower power output.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be a characteristic of the vehicle.
Yeah.
All I can recommend at that point is obviously find a charge station or something along those lines and get the vehicle back up to top charge again, or a decent charge level.
Okay.
What I can do is I can maybe give you a call again in a couple of days' time. I mean, we're at Monday now, so if I said to you, I'll give you a call on Wednesday and see how we're progressing in regards to the fault.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
And then we can kind of outline and hopefully get to the bottom if it is a fault. I mean, hopefully in this case it isn't, but we can try and get to a resolution for it. Is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Perfect. Thanks ever so much then.
Thank you.
Perfect.